2026 is the year AI stops being a tool and starts being a partner. IBM has just released its strategic roadmap for the coming year. Table of contents, about 6 sections. 1, the dawn of the agentic era. 2, autonomous agents, AI that does the work. 3, small models, big impact, the efficiency revolution. 4, securing the future, quantum safe and data sovereign. 5, from pilot to production, the deployment challenge. 6, conclusion, execution, and trust. 2026 is the year AI stops being a tool and starts being a partner. This is a powerful shift. For the last few years, we have all experimented with generative AI. We have seen it write text. We have seen it create images. We have seen it answer our questions. It has been amazing. But this was just the beginning. The next wave is here. IBM has shared a bold roadmap, and it points to a future where AI systems don't just respond, they act. This new era is all about agentic AI. It's about AI that can take on complex tasks, manage workflows, and collaborate with us in entirely new ways. It is a very exciting time for builders and business leaders. The change we are about to see is fundamental. It moves AI from a passive assistant to an active participant in our daily work. Think about it. We used to ask a chatbot for information. Now we will delegate entire projects to an autonomous agent. This is not science fiction. The technology is maturing at an incredible pace. According to IBM's research, enterprises will soon run dozens or even hundreds of these agents in production. This marks a major transition. We are moving from individual AI usage to a world of team and workflow orchestration, all powered by intelligent systems that can reason and execute. This transformation is not driven by one single breakthrough. Instead, it is the result of several key technologies converging at once. We have powerful new models, more efficient hardware, and a growing understanding of how to build reliable AI systems. Businesses are ready for this change. The experimental phase, characterized by pilots and proofs of concept, is ending, right? The focus is now shifting to scale and real-world impact. In 2026, the question is no longer, can AI do this? The question is, how do we deploy it reliably? How do we deploy it securely? How do we deploy it at scale across our entire organization? This is the challenge we must all prepare for. Let's break down the core ideas that will define this new era. I want to explain 4 key concepts that are central to IBM's vision for 2026. First, the rise of autonomous agents. Second, the critical role of small, efficient language models. Third, the urgent need for quantum safe security. And fourth, the strategic importance of data sovereignty. Understanding these 4 pillars will give you a clear map of the landscape ahead. So what exactly is an autonomous agent? It is an AI system designed to achieve a goal with minimal human intervention. Unlike a simple chatbot that waits for your next prompt, an agent can create and execute a multi-step plan. It can interact with different software systems, access data, and make decisions based on a set of rules and its understanding of the context. This is the key difference. Agents are not just about conversation. They are about action. They are about getting things done. This is the shift from generative AI to agentic AI, generating content, executing workflows, achieving outcomes. Let's consider a real-world example. Imagine a supply chain agent. This agent constantly monitors inventory levels across a global network. When it detects a potential shortage in one warehouse, it doesn't just send an alert, it takes action. It autonomously checks for surplus inventory in other locations. It calculates the most efficient shipping route. It generates the necessary transfer orders in the ERP system. It even schedules the logistics. A human manager might only need to review and approve the final plan. This is the power of agentic workflows. They replace manual, repetitive processes with intelligent, automated orchestration. The impact on business will be enormous. Gartner predicts that agentic AI will fundamentally reinvent workflows, disrupting process-heavy industries. Traditional service contracts that rely on human labor for standard processes will lose significant value. Why? Because agents can perform these tasks faster, more accurately, and at a lower cost. IBM's analysis confirms this trend. They predict that enterprises will have hundreds of these agents in production by 2026, built by different teams and running on various platforms. The challenge will be managing this new intelligent workforce effectively. This is a huge opportunity for innovation. This also means we need to think differently about AI development. Building an agent is not just about training a model. It is about systems integration, workflow design, creating robust guardrails. We need to ensure these agents operate safely and reliably. We need to define clear objectives, permissions, and oversight mechanisms. The goal is to build a collaborative environment where humans and AI agents work together, each playing to their strengths. The agent handles the complex, data-driven tasks, while the human provides strategic direction, judgment, creative problem solving. This partnership will unlock incredible value. For the past few years, the spotlight has been on massive language models. These models are incredibly powerful, but also expensive to train and run. They require huge amounts of data and massive computational power. Now a new trend is taking hold at the rise of small language models, or SLMs. SLMs are smaller, SLMs are specialized, SLMs are optimized for specific tasks and domains. They are a critical enabler of the agentic AI future. Their efficiency is a game changer for deploying AI at scale, especially outside the central cloud. Why are SLMs so important? It comes down to cost, latency, data privacy. An SLM can be an expert in a narrow field, like medical diagnostics or financial compliance. Smaller models need far less energy to run. That makes them cheaper and more sustainable. They can run on smaller hardware, server in a local factory, sensor on an oil rig, smartphone. This is edge computing. It brings intelligence closer to the data. Running AI locally dramatically reduces latency. So for a robot on a factory floor, instant responses are critical. You cannot wait for a round trip to a distant data center. Local models also enhance data privacy and sovereignty. Sensitive data never has to leave a secure environment. The industry is validating this right now. Advances like quantization and model distillation are making this possible. These methods shrink large models into efficient versions without losing much performance. Think of it as a specialized summary of a giant textbook. The summary is smaller and faster to read, but keeps the essentials. This trend pushes AI inference to the edge. It is a practical revolution enabling widespread autonomous agents. As AI becomes more autonomous and powerful, the risks also grow. We cannot talk about a future of agentic AI without talking about security and trust. Two concepts are becoming incredibly important for every organization: quantum safe cryptography, data sovereignty. They are the twin pillars that will support the trusted deployment of AI at scale. IBM security research highlights a clear warning. Legacy security models are not prepared for the pressure of autonomous AI. We must act now to build a more secure foundation for the future of computing. This is not optional, it is essential. First, let's talk about the quantum threat. Quantum computers are a new type of computer that will one day be powerful enough to break the encryption we use today to protect everything from bank transactions to government secrets. IBM predicts that by 2026, we will see a quantum computer outperform a classical computer on a useful problem for the first time. This is a major milestone. While these early machines won't break encryption immediately, the threat is on the horizon. We must prepare for a harvest now, decrypt later scenario where attackers steal encrypted data today, knowing they can break it open in the future. The solution is quantum safe cryptography. Quantum safe cryptography refers to new encryption algorithms that are resistant to attacks from both classical and quantum computers. We need to begin migrating our systems to these new standards now. For any autonomous agent that handles sensitive intellectual property or personal data, using quantum-safe protocols is non-negotiable. This ensures that the complex workflows these agents manage remain secure for the long term. It is about future-proofing our data and our AI systems against an emerging and very powerful threat. Proactive security is always better than reactive recovery. The second pillar is data sovereignty. This is an organization's ability to control its own AI systems, data, and infrastructure. In a world of global cloud services, data can end up in different legal jurisdictions. Data sovereignty means you get to decide where your data is stored, who can access it, and how it is used to train and run AI models. IBM's research shows that 93% of executives believe data sovereignty is a critical part of their 2026 strategy. This is driving a preference for private clouds, on-premises AI solutions, where businesses can maintain full control and governance over their most valuable asset, their data. The age of AI experimentation is over. For the past few years, companies have been running pilots and proofs of concept. They have been exploring what generative AI can do. This was a necessary phase. But according to IBM's analysis, 2026 is the year we move beyond the lab. The challenge now is not proving that agentic AI works. We know it does. The real challenge is deploying it reliably across the entire organization at scale. This is a shift from technology exploration to industrial strength execution. It requires a new level of strategic planning, governance, measurement. This transition brings new questions to the forefront. It is no longer enough to have a cool demo. Leaders must now ask, how does this AI initiative create measurable business value? How do we manage an ecosystem of hundreds of agents built by different teams? How do we ensure they all operate securely and in compliance with our policies? Significant AI initiatives must have a clear path to impact. Within operational efficiency, customer experience, revenue growth, and risk management. Without this discipline, AI projects will fail to deliver on their promise. One of the biggest risks is the rise of shadow AI. This refers to unapproved AI tools deployed by employees without official oversight. An employee might use an external AI service to analyze sensitive customer data, for example. According to IBM Security, this creates a massive security blind spot. In 2026, we can expect major security incidents where valuable intellectual property is compromised through these unapproved systems. To prevent this, companies must provide sanctioned platforms, secure platforms, and powerful AI platforms for their teams to build on. Therefore, building a successful agentic AI program is about more than just technology. It is about building a culture of trust and a robust governance framework. It requires a clear platform strategy. Companies need to provide their developers and data scientists with the tools, the data, and the infrastructure to build agents safely and effectively. This centralized approach allows for proper oversight, security scanning, and performance monitoring. It turns AI from a scattered, risky activity into a strategic, well-managed enterprise capability. The goal is to empower innovation while maintaining control and mitigating risk. We have covered a lot of ground. We have discussed the shift from passive AI tools to active autonomous agents that can execute complex workflows. We have seen how small, efficient language models are making it possible to deploy AI at the edge, reducing costs, improving privacy. We have also addressed the critical need for next generation security or quantum safe cryptography and the strategic importance of maintaining control through data sovereignty. All these trends are converging right now, and they are setting the stage for a transformative year in 2026. This is an incredible moment in the history of technology. The era of pure experimentation is giving way to an era of industrial scale deployment.